Compound value equivalent to $56,101 a coin. The present exchange cost range, 56.300 to 58.1964. The earlier day close, 57.12177. The change was 0.2876, so 54%. Converse rate, OS to comp. Compound figure for July 2024. Before all else cost at $49.66. Excessive cost $61.64, while low cost $49.66. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $54.64. Compound cost figure toward the month's end $57.61. Change for July 16%. Compound cost expectation for August 2024. In the first place, cost at $57.61. Exorbitant cost $57.61, while low cost 50 as in found the middle value of cost $54.75. Compound cost gauge toward the month's end $53.76. Change for August 6.7%. Compound gauge for September 2024. In the first place, cost at $53.76. Exorbitant cost $66.06, while low cost $53.76. Found the middle value of cost $58.83. Compound cost gauge toward the month's end $61.74. Change for September 14.8%. Compound cost expectation for October 2024. Initially cost at $61.74. Excessive cost $72.73, while low cost $61.74. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $66.05. Compound cost figure toward the month's end $67.97. Change for October 10.1%. Compound figure for November 2024. Initially cost at $67.97. Excessive cost $73.09, while low cost $63.53. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $68.23. Compound cost figure toward the month's end $68.31. Change for November's on 5%. Compound cost expectation for December 2024. Initially cost at $68.31. Excessive cost $83.24, while low cost $68.31. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $74.41. Compound cost figure toward the month's end $77.79. Change for December 13.9%. Compound figure for January 2025. Initially cost at $77.79. Excessive cost $86.56, while low cost $75.24. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $80.12. Compound cost estimate toward the month's end $80.90. Change for January 4%. Compound cost expectation for February 2025. To start with, cost at $80.90. Exorbitant cost $141, while low cost $80.90. Found the middle value of cost $89.01. Compound cost estimate toward the month's end $93.84. Change for February 16%. Compound estimate for Walk 2025. To start with, cost at $93.84. Excessive cost $116.47, while low cost $93.84. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $103.25. Compound cost conjecture toward the month's end $108.85. Change for spring 16%. Compound cost expectation for April 2025. To start with, cost at $108.85. Exorbitant cost $120.44, while low cost $104.68. Found the middle value of cost $111.63. Compound cost estimate toward the month's end $112.56. Change for April 3.4%. Compound figure for May 2025. At the outset, cost at $112.56. Excessive cost $121.57, while low cost $105.67. The arrived at the midpoint of cost $113.36. Compound cost conjecture toward the month's end $113.62. Change for May 9%. Compound cost expectation for June 2025. To start with, cost at $113.62. Exorbitant cost $124.97, while low cost $108.61. Found the middle value of cost $116. Compound cost gauge toward the month's end $116.79. Change for June 8%. Compound gauge for July 2025. In the first place, cost at $116.79. Exorbitant cost $127.11, while low cost $110.47. Found the middle value of cost $118.89. Compound cost gauge toward the month's end $118.79. Change for July 7%. Compound cost expectation for August 2025. In the first place, cost at $118.79. Exorbitant cost $147.45, while low cost $118.79. They found the middle value of cost $130.71. Compound cost estimate toward the month's end $137.80. Change for August 16%. Compound conjecture for September 2025. At the outset, cost at $137.80. Excessive cost $137.80, while low cost $107.65. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $124.75. Compound cost conjecture toward the month's end $115.75. Change for September 16%. Compound cost expectation for October 2025. At the outset, cost at $115.75. Excessive cost $115.75, while low cost $90.42. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $104.79. Compound cost conjecture toward the month's end $97.23. Change for October 16%. Compound conjecture for November 2025. At the outset, cost at $97.23. Excessive cost $97.23, while low cost $75.95. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $88.02. Compound cost conjecture toward the month's end $81.67. Change for November 16%. Compound cost expectation for December 2025. At the outset, cost at $81.67. Excessive cost $101.37, while low cost $81.67. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $89.86. Compound cost conjecture toward the month's end $94.74. Change for December 16%. Compound figure for January 2026. Initially cost at $94.74. Excessive cost $94.74, while low cost $74.01. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $85.77. Compound cost figure toward the month's end $79.58. Change for January 16%. Compound cost expectation for February 2026. Before all else, cost at $79.58. Excessive cost $98.77, while low cost $79.58. They arrived at the midpoint of cost $87.56. Compound cost figure toward the month's end $92.31. Change for February 16%. Compound gauge for Walk 2026. In the first place, cost at $92.31. Exorbitant cost $92.31, while low cost $72.11. They found the middle value of cost $83.57. Compound cost gauge toward the month's end $77.54. Change for spring 16%. Uster comp expectation for April 2024. In the first place, cost at 0.13 coins. Exorbitant costs 23, while low 0.12.